Hello, folks at YouTube. Thanks for joining us on the stream here today. We're looking at Gearbox. This is Gearbox E3 coverage. I just tuned in because we finished up Devolver a couple minutes ago, and I think it's Borderlands movie coverage right now. I don't know if the showcase has like what? Oh wait, why? Oh, is it live action?
I can't believe watching Kevin go full action star. I think he's really going to surprise people. I think Kevin.
Oh, it's live action. I was like, why would they not get their voice actors? That's so weird. But if it's live action, that makes more sense.
All right, come with me, guys. Come with me. I'm going to see if I can find Ari and one of the producers.
Yeah, no, that is kind of weird.
The Arods are legendary. Hey, Ari, can I interrupt you, man? Guys, this is Emmy and Ari from Arad Productions. Ari Arad has made.
This is a heck of a way to open the Gearbox presentation.
You're probably familiar with the Arads from Marvel, right? Because
fair enough.
Was the founder and the CEO of Marvel Studios, and they created a movie called Spider-Man, and then Iron Man. I believe you were the executive producer.
Yeah, I worked on that one.
You worked on, and then the X-Men, and then the Avengers, and you know. I think it's gone from there. These are the most successful movies of all time.
Yes, I was there. I covered that for the Summer Games Fest on Thursday.
That was cool. We figured it out with comic books.
Yeah,
The next frontier.
hopefully. Borderlands 3 I did not vibe with, so I'm a little bit like, yeah, we'll see. Not keep my expectations very low.
You made us work for it. You made us work for it. But you were right. You were right.
Keep my expectations low.
We get hit up from Hollywood people all the time, and it's a different world. Like what we have to do to make video games is a completely
The DLC, yeah.
skill set than what
I think it's a genius idea to take that DLC and run with it. I think that's very, very smart, and I'm glad they're doing it. Personally, I don't know how interested I am, but we'll see.
That it was with people that cared about our universe, cared about our fans, and cared about the character and the worlds that we created, and was going to actually develop it. Not just, you know, a lot of these guys
Getting the next notepad prepped.
and just throw it at studios, just see where they can get business done. And you, I mean,
I have watched some of it, but I have not played it myself now.
Oh, yeah.
At least not much of it.
Yeah, exactly. I remember.
You remember we were dating for years, yes, and but we did a deal, and that.
This is so weird.
Yeah, but you know what? We're here and we're psyched, and it's.
Like I don't mind the behind the scenes. Like, this is kind of a cute little look at the behind the scenes, but
We use that time pretty well.
I can't believe it.
is this pre-show? Like, what's happening?
We're really proud of where we're at.
It's pretty.
It's funny to watch the crowd shift from stream to stream and start bumping up the numbers.
Yeah,
We're about 2/3 of the way done. Oh, look at this. We got Eli again.
We have a really funny shot.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, I panicked thinking I was in Discord.
I was told that we
I
can't.
don't think we can give it away, but I think that for him,
How dare you?
For behind the scenes, we should get it.
Oh. So I'll tell you what, you guys.
Debated.
This is Eli. This is our.
So on the
no,
check.
that way. We can't. No, this way. Look this way.
Okay, can we go? Thank you. All right.
We can't show. Yes. I don't want to. Okay. So guys, it's going to be an amazing E3. Borderlands, the film, is going to be absolutely incredible. We've got some cool stuff to show you. I know some of you are interested in seeing more about the new game that we have announced, and learning more from Gearbox Publishing. So you're going to get all that. I wish I could be there in person, but since we're digital, we're going to do it this way. Thank you.
Oh my God, stop that.
I'll catch you later.
Stop that. Okay, there we go. All right. Here we go.
Innovative courses offered by Gearbox University. Make sure you check out Borderlands Science. By solving the puzzles, you can contribute to real-world research studying the human gut microbiome. For you freshmen in the audience, here's our leading scientist.
I did actually hear about this. Actually, is a cool thing that exists now. Like crowdsourced science research is very clever as a concept.
I'm the conductor of the poop train! With Borderlands Science, you too can be the conductor of the poop train. And while you'll reap in-game rewards when you play, the real reward is knowing that you're making the world a better place. Gearbox University.
This is very clever.
Tuition for this.
Very clever, very cool. Games to do things in the world, very cool. Homeworld Remastered Collection?
The Homeworld game started in the mid-90s. It would be the first ever truly 3D RTS.
Okay. Oh, wow. I am unfamiliar with Homeworld. Oops, hold on. You gotta,
That was a big deal in, you know, the late 90s.
Homeworld 3 now in production. Alright, so here's Tiny Tina's. Let's see if we find out more details today. That was our expectation on Thursday, was after this initial reveal, we'll get some details today.
It soars on the wind. It rises from the grave. It stalks the ocean floor.
Very clever trailer, though. It looks sort of like a, you know, something else. And
Not hide from fate.
until right about now, it's like, what could this be?
You can make your own.
Then it became clear this was Borderlands related. This is so weird. Andy Samberg, Wanda Sykes, Will Arnett, like, they are shelling out for the Hollywood talent. Ashley Burch, of course. Yep.
Roll for initiative, suckers!
Okay. So that was the trailer we saw on Thursday.
Quick question. We're not talking about yet, right?
That is correct.
It's my favorite. Hi, I'm Kayla Belmore, and I'm senior producer on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands.
Okay. So we're getting details. Here we go. So this is like Ubisoft style deep dive
Unique about
coverage.
Wonderlands is it's a looter shooter,
Which
which is, you know,
has
pretty
me
classic for Gearbox
a little bit
software, but
trepidation.
For the first time ever, we're setting it in a brand new fantasy environment.
Okay.
Even though it's inspired by some of the content we've made before with Assault on Dragon's Keep, a fan favorite.
Roll for initiative, suckers!
It's a completely standalone plot, new set of characters with some nods to the past, but if you've never played a Borderlands game before, you can absolutely jump right in and
Sure.
enjoy it just as much.
Fire Dragons.
Absolutely excited to talk about all of our new enemy types. So that is one of our wyvern enemies. You will absolutely be fighting them. They're not your average wyvern. So of course we've got goblins. You definitely can't have a fantasy game without goblins, but again, we like to make them our own. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope that you are as stoked as we are about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Follow us on our social channels to find out the latest and greatest news. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Okay, so this was not a deep
This
dive.
franchise has been around for so long.
Okay, I guess there are dragons and goblins in it, and it is not related to the,
Here we are years later, and we keep looking at like, well, Homeworld 3, this has to happen.
They already said that. What is happening?
The giants have come to Midgard, and you have been chosen.
This was also shown off on Thursday?
But your first task
Tribes
is
of
to
Midgard,
find
right?
some new clothes that aren't as drafty.
Um,
Your tribe's journey
this is a
starts
different
in the
trailer.
woods to hunt down pets,
This game, for what it's worth, looks
and
fun.
explore the
I think the art
untable
style is great. I think it seems to be has some good heft to the
with all you can carry.
combat they're showing off, and the premise seems solid.
Forge Viking-worthy gear.
But
Must protect the seed of
confused
Yggdrasil
makes me. My reaction on Thursday was, what are these publishers saving for their own showcases? And I remain
So take
confused.
heed. Ahead things rise when the sun sets. Destroy these dark spirits before they destroy the seed. Each victorious knight makes way for a new day.
So it's like a defense survival game.
Build to greater heights.
That's pretty clever.
Face fiercer creatures. And with great risk comes great rewards. But be careful. You're of little use to Midgard squashed by a troll. Craft legendary weapons, build deadly defenses, and grow the strength of your tribe, because those giants are on their way. And and it's time for us to end their path of destruction. Let's show them our might is greater than their height.
Sure.
As the saying goes, Valhalla can wait.
This seems fine. We already knew this though. Okay,
Hello everyone, my name is Juan Maroda.
Okay, zoom in.
Creative director at Northville. We're just under 2 months away from finally launching our upcoming 10-player co-op action RPG
10-player co-op.
Tribes of Midgard, and deliver it to you on July 27th on PS5, PS4, and Steam. In Tribes of Midgard,
Wow.
you play as an Einarjar, a glorious Viking hero that's been returned to Midgard in order to protect the seed of Yggdrasil, the World Tree. Every time you start a new run, you would want to go out and explore this new world, gather some resources, fight enemies, and return to your village in order to craft better equipment and tools to help you survive. You can also upgrade and fortify your village, because each night, creatures from hell will emerge from the depth.
Very clever gameplay loop.
Make it through the night to go back out to raid enemy camps.
Very clear flow to it, which I think is really important for survival games. Having something to work with is great.
Of course, loot countless items to gain experience and level up your Viking. We know
So having this kind of flow to the game gives you a lot of direction for what you should be doing.
Specificities and playstyle. As you gain experience, you level up to unlock even more skills, which you can then combine with dozens of runes for over-the-top results. But those nightly creatures aren't even your biggest threat. You must get ready and prepare for your biggest challenge, and I mean biggest challenge to date. Every couple of days, a giant will emerge and walk towards your village with the intent of destroying the seed of Yggdrasil. You must stop it and take it down, whatever the cost, otherwise it's game over. You can of course play Tribes of Midgard completely on your own, but we highly recommend that you bring along 9 friends to thrive together.
Yeah, I'm just going to get my party of 10 people together.
Ever-growing epic saga in the weeks to come. In the meantime, you can already pre-order the game right now to earn exclusive items and be among the first to defend Midgard against Ragnarok. Because as they say, Valhalla can wait.
Do they say that? They've said that in both of their trailers. Now, is that a saying?
Gearbox University, it's not all textbooks and calculators. Sometimes we like to kick back and have a little fun. A good sense of humor is of vital importance if you want to succeed in these halls. Here's a list of sensible wisecracks you might hear when you're exploring our campus. Why did the tribe of Midgard cross the road? To get to the O Thor side. Knock knock, who is there? The commando. The commando who? I don't know. What are you axing me for? Welcome to the Home World Diner. Our special today is the dessert of Carrick. Help! I've God fallen, and I can't get up. Claptrap, Tiny Tina, and Mad Moxie walk into a bar. Wait, I think Moxie owns the bar, so why would she be walking in? She'd already be there. And is Tiny Tina old enough to drink? Maybe it doesn't matter in space. Also, what's the punchline? And how is Claptrap walking in? I want to say he counts as a unicycle. Okay, we'll work on this before we submit to E3. Gearbox University. Our comedy school is a 2-year degree.
Users interact? No.
Macros thinks the war is over.
I assure you I will not be interacting with users if I'm playing this game.
Has just begun.
Well, PS5 upgrade?
Our duty is to carry the burden of war.
Or just savor the victory.
Was this game like Xbox exclusive for a little bit? My impression of this game was that it looked alright.
What fun is death when death is the end of our fun?
The darkness has breached reality.
That was my impression of Godfall. It looked fine. Oh dear. You can't fool me, those are Warframes. You cannot fool me. I have played Warframe. I see that. I see through you. Okay. Sure.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Dick Hain, and I'm the Senior Technical Producer at Counterplay Games. First and foremost, on behalf of everyone at CPG and Gearbox alike, I want to thank you for being part of Godfall's journey up until this point. It's crazy to think that Godfall just launched in November of last year. Our developers have been hard at work ever since. In fact, this past February, we launched the massive Primal update, which included new content such as additional rooms in Tower of Trials, Primal gear,
yeah, no, same,
and much, much more. But I'm excited to announce today that on August 10th, we will be launching Godfall on the PlayStation 4. Not only that, but owning Godfall on the PS4 entitles you to a free PS5 upgrade, and we will support cross-gen play, so PS4 and PS5 users can seamlessly co-op together. And if you've been struggling in the Ascended Tower of Trials, don't worry, we're adding matchmaking. But really, matchmaking and the PS4 edition are just the tip of the iceberg because we are so excited to launch our first ever expansion, which we've entitled Fire and Darkness.
Okay.
Fire and Darkness will take players into the Fire Realm for the first time ever, where they'll be met with new challenges, enemies, bosses, trophies, cosmetics, and
that is a new
so
expansion,
much
sure.
more. But alongside Fire and Darkness, we're also releasing a free content update, which we're calling the Lightbringer update. The main component of the Lightbringer update is a new endgame loop, which we're calling Lightbringer. In Lightbringer, players will fight off the darkness that threatens Aperion and be rewarded with a new loot type, Cursed Loot. Cursed Loot will challenge the player to complete particular objectives in order to lift the curse and awaken them. Basically, if you thought Primal gear was tough, you ain't seen nothing yet. And then, of course, we want to make fashion the forefront of Godfall, so we have added a huge library of cosmetics to both the Lightbringer update and the
Cosmetics, you say?
All of which can be unlocked.
Both horrifying and I'm in.
Thank you so much for your time today. It is an honor to be speaking here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your E3.
Oh, thank you.
Really unique
dude, why do they keep going back to this?
Feel to Homeworld that hasn't been emulated since.
This is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in an E3 showcase. Like, I'm glad Homeworld 3 is...
It's not a remaster. It is Homeworld 3. It is the next Homeworld.
Like, I'm glad, right? I'm glad this is happening. Good for Homeworld. Why are you talking to me about this every... Dude.
Chosen Gearbox University for your higher education endeavors. As you engage in your academic pursuits, don't forget to try out our extracurricular activities. Show off your shutterbug talents in the photography club. Make lasting connections in our chapter houses. Or if you're a boring person, you can always try out for the debate team. We also have sporting events.
Don't be rude.
But try not to party too hard.
Debate's the opposite of boring.
Game, or you'll end
I'll
up
have you know.
looking like this. Be sure to follow us on social media, where you'll occasionally find free shift codes, as well as news and announcements about our latest scholastic offerings. Gearbox University, we can shape your future, because thinking for yourself is hard. Now, go buy all our games.
Guys, you're not Devolver, I'm sorry. Oh my god.
You guys had an awesome presentation from all the Gearbox games in development and Gearbox publishing products coming. Listen, I'm standing outside Kevin Hart's trailer door. I'm just gonna. You guys want to meet him? I think.
Sure.
I think he wants to meet you guys.
I'll meet Kevin Hart.
Hey, Kevin, you got a minute? Borderlands fans, meet Kevin Hart.
How you guys doing, man? Pretty pumped up right now to meet you guys. Randy, you should tell him actually how big I am in person. It's a great opportunity.
I'm 6'3", and
yeah, they can get a good grasp of how much height I put on for this role right now.
Dude, you are freaking awesome. Like, you don't understand. Like, you're a freaking action hero.
Thank you, man.
This is amazing watching you work.
You know
what?
what?
You're blowing my mind.
I'm going to say I'll one up you. I'll say it's amazing for me to have the opportunity to portray the character of Roland, of course, who you're very familiar with, because this is your creation. I think the biggest and best thing is the surprise that you guys are going to be in for, because you got no idea what I'm doing or how I'm doing or why I'm doing it. You got no idea the level that I came in at. You got no idea how much preparation I decided to put into this particular character in this role. You got no idea. You got no idea. You don't even know what's under this jacket.
OMG! It's metal!
You got no idea. My job is to come in, not only be prepared, but to shock. And I think right now that's what we're doing.
We are doing it. I've seen some.
What is
happening?
pretty, like, it's intense.
No one's ever seen you like this before.
No, I can honestly say, man, Eli is doing such a phenomenal job. He's directing.
It's also fun to work with him. Like, he's working his ass off. Well, everyone's working their ass off.
Absolutely. You got an amazing cast. Kate, Jamie,
What
Ariana, myself,
is
Flo, our director,
happening?
Eli, Jack Black. You put an amazing people together. So shout out to you, your team at Gearbox.
Am I at E3 right now?
You know, for seeing that this is something that could be phenomenal. Shouts out to the world of Pandora knowers. Okay, you guys that know and love this world, I promise you, you're going to be in complete awe when you see how real we have made it become from a place of visual. You know, you're going to believe that you're in this place with it. So,
wow, you're making me cry, man. My eyes are welling up.
Yeah, I don't like. This is great behind the scenes footage. If you wanted to watch behind the scenes footage, this is quality. Kevin Hart seems like a charismatic dude. Randy Pitchford.
Take it easy, Kevin. Thanks, man. Holy crap, you guys! I can't wait for you to see this.
Randy
movie.
Pitchford.
But
behind the scenes footage is always a good time.
Halfway done with production. And but you know what? Back at home at Gearbox, all the great people that created this universe that I'm here representing on behalf of all the talent at Gearbox, we're hard at work making new stuff. So check this out, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, everybody.
Okay, please. Something? Was that it? Is the sizzle reel? Are they done? Are you kidding me? No, hold on. I agree wholeheartedly, Hollow. They're like really struggling. Like, this was like at least half straight filler on top of the content part being things we have already seen. What are you doing, Gearbox? Oh my god.
And the Gearbox presentation is a wrap, and my goodness, I have so many thoughts.
Like, I don't want to be hyperbolic. That is like one of the worst E3 shows I have ever seen, though. What in God's name was that? What? Literally, the first half of it were trailers they already showed on Thursday. Not like the same Tiny Tina's trailer. And then updates for a game that came out in November that is not like popping off players wise. I'm sure Godfall's fun and people are enjoying it. I'm glad they're enjoying it, but like Godfall's not like a top profile title at this time. That was the entire half an hour. It wasn't even half an hour. It was mostly Borderlands movie behind the scenes footage. Holy moly. That's rough. That was a rough one. Yeah, I mean, I was worried Gearbox was going to be kind of rough, but like I said, you know, there's a lot of work that goes into these. I'm not sitting here saying that, like, you know, it just, the Gearbox University ads, like, it felt like they were trying to, like, fill time or something. Like, it just, very confused, very baffled. Like I said, I don't, you know, there's so much work goes into putting on a conference or a live show of any kind. So, like, you know, I'm not sitting here like, oh, they're garbage and it's horrible. Like, I'm just confused. I don't understand their strategy or their lineup. I don't understand the move to put these things in the Summer Games Fest and then also have their own show. Like, absolutely, I think the idea to have Gearbox just, like, headline at other shows like the Summer Games Fest is a great move. And that's a much smarter move than doing it. Like, I don't understand the idea. Like, I don't understand why they would move to do their own show when this was what they had to show. Very confused. I'm left just like, their slate is kind of like Trials of Midgard seems fine. Wonderlands is coming out eventually, and we have no details for it. That's literally, there was no Homeworld 3 thing. They really were trying to, like, hype that up, because Homeworld's not like a household name in 2021. So they tried to hype it up. I don't think it worked very well. I'm glad that it's in development. RTSs are sick. Great genre. Homeworld is a storied series. Love to see that. Awesome. But, like, what? That was it. Then Godfall. That was the whole show. Dude. Okay. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I have no takes on the Gearbox show, because, like, I have not, like, we talked about it on Thursday. Like, yeah, like I said, Midgard seems cool. Potentially interested in trying that out, but 10 players are hard to wrangle. But man, yeah, rough one today. You two folks, thanks for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed the Gearbox show. If you have any thoughts, of course, leave them in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want to get more content like this, or check out the playlist above my head for more show coverage, including all of E3, including the Ubisoft show, Summer Games Fest, Devolver, and everything all weekend. So if you're watching E3 coverage, come on by, see me live every night, Sunday through Thursday, twitch.tv/SL_TV, as well as during every conference. I co-stream every conference I'm allowed to co-stream that I have time for. So I'll be here for everything, especially on Sunday the 13th and Tuesday the 15th are very big shows that I'm excited for. So hopefully I will see you all live for those. And until next time, peace.